Well, guys, I did it. I paid off my Tesla a year after I bought it, and we finally finished building our smart home. I think it's time that I shared my story. Hey y'all, it's Ashley Renee, and welcome back to my sustainable travel, lifestyle, and smart tech blog, where I show you how to live an adventurously green life. Now, this video is sponsored by SunTrust. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know that I talk a lot about money, my own personal finances, and how being financially savvy can help you live your best life. Understanding money from an early age is what ultimately helped me live my best life. I got to where I am today because I was taught how to budget, save, and resist spending temptations. It's something everyone can learn how to do, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you my personal stories and tips on how I managed my finances. My latest resource for learning about finances is SunTrust's free 21-day Best Life Challenge that's basically designed to empower you to take the same exact kind of steps that I took to live the life that I wanted. So before I start my story, I'm officially challenging you to do this and get your family and friends to do it with you too. They're daily challenges that you can do on your own time, and it's for anyone who wants to get their finances together and on the right track. Plus, it's a free resource, so take advantage of it. So growing up, financial literacy wasn't taught in my community. Thankfully, my parents taught me good money habits when I was a kid, but not everyone has that kind of access to that kind of information during their childhood, which can sometimes lead to financial struggles later on in life. And that's why I'm really vocal about the need to have these kinds of open conversations about financial literacy with your friends, family, local community, and especially the young people in your life. So today I'm telling you my story of how I gained the kind of financial confidence that led to me being able to pay off my dream electric car, build my dream smart home, and ultimately live my best green life. I've been wanting to share my story since I moved in, so I'm really excited to finally talk to y'all about it. My story begins when I was a kid. My mom taught me credit card responsibility and the importance of saving for retirement. And my dad was just super frugal. Like, I grew up on pawn shops and thrift stores, y'all. Between the two of them, I grew up understanding the difference between needs and wants and why it's so important to make financial security a top priority. So before I left for college, I already had a financial vision. I applied for scholarships like crazy so I could walk away from college debt-free. I used scholarships to cover my tuition and worked all throughout college so that I could pay for living expenses and build up my savings. I graduated in 3.5 years and started working full-time in the creative field. My salary wasn't very high in the beginning of my career, but it increased over time, and no matter if I was making a little in the beginning or a lot later on, I always prioritized saving my money. I would adjust my lifestyle according to how much I made. In order to save, I asked myself, what were the things that mattered the most to me? In my early 20s, it was traveling the world and buying my first home. So in order to make those things happen, it was imperative for me to stick to a budget. For example, when I was in college, I had to eat, right? So I established a monetary limit on food. I gave myself a $20 grocery budget, and I strictly adhered to it. Even after graduating, I was working in corporate America, and I still continued to budget my money. I bought generic everything. I made my own lunch. I barely wore makeup back then. And ladies, y'all know how expensive makeup can be. I didn't really care about buying new clothes. My skincare routine was basic at best. I used my video and photography skills to work on side projects to bring in additional income. And I moved in with my parents for a little while so I could save up money to buy a home, because that was my goal in my early 20s. And at the age of 25, I met my goal. Now, this is the part of the story that has everything to do with why I was able to get to where I am today. So remember this. So the house that I bought was a foreclosure, and it was roughly half the price of what it originally cost. Because of my strict budgeting and good money habits, I had saved up enough for a significant down payment, and I also shortened the life of the loan so I could pay it off sooner. So a few years went by after I bought my house, and then I met my husband, who was also financially savvy. We were both good with money in very different ways. So for example, he brought something different to the table that I wasn't very educated on, which was stocks and bonds. Well, between the two of us, we were able to join forces and take our financial confidence to a whole other level in order to conquer our dreams together. In 2016, we got married and had a debt-free wedding because, again, we budgeted for it and stuck to our budget. After our wedding, we diligently went right back to replenishing our savings. Now, during this time, I was also coming up with a plan to quit my job. I had been working tirelessly on my blog and personal brand during my free time, and I'd gotten to a point where I was so passionate about wanting to inspire people to live and travel more eco-consciously. So my plan was to save up enough money to support myself after leaving corporate America. So I saved and I saved and saved, and in 2017, I officially put in my 2 weeks notice. I quit just like that. I felt pretty confident because I had enough in savings to last me a year and a half. So I figured, okay, I have a year and a half to get my business off the ground, but that was until I bought a Tesla. I purchased an electric car to really live my message of sustainability that I had been talking about. Thankfully, I still had enough in savings left to sustain me while I worked on my business. My timeline had just shortened a little. No biggie, right? Yeah, I wasn't too worried about it. And that was until we decided to build a new home. All of a sudden, my savings that I thought I'd be relying on to keep me safe as I pursued a career in building my own successful personal brand suddenly went away. It was the push I needed, though, to really hustle and make my dreams come true. But I was still building my personal brand and audience, and I really needed more time to find success in that avenue, so I had to get creative. I found financial confidence by analyzing my existing skill sets to see what kind of business I could launch to quickly make money while I was working on my ultimate dream career. I have a professional background in video, so I started a video production company. I paid my friend to do my website. I did some free projects for a few businesses to populate the website with more examples of my work. Word of mouth got around, and through referrals, it ended up being a success. I brought in enough clients to make money to support my new sustainable lifestyle as a luxury electric car and smart home owner. So I was doing all of this as my home was being built. And after 10 months of building our new home, we put my old home on the market, and this is where the story ties together, you guys. So remember I told you it was a foreclosure and I got a great price on it. Well, I sold it for more than double what I paid for it. So I was able to put that profit from my home sale towards things that matter to me, like beefing up our savings, putting it in investments, and putting it towards supporting our sustainable lifestyle, which for me meant paying off my electric car. So that's how I paid it off a year after I bought it. And on top of the home sale profit, we had also been saving rigorously and putting money aside specifically for our smart home project. To make things better, not too long after moving in, my personal brand also really took off, and now I can say I'm able to make a full-time living doing exactly what I quit my job to do, instead of having to rely on the production company I created in the meantime as I was working towards this dream. So I'm grateful it all worked out. I'm not gonna lie. It was scary, but I remained confident in my ability to pursue my dreams and thrive financially. Now I'm living my best life with my dream home, dream car, dream career, and I get to do it all with my extra dreamy husband. So that's my story of how I took a leap of faith and quit my job and gained financial confidence during a time of extreme uncertainty. It's really important to me to share this kind of stuff with you because all too often people are afraid to talk about finances. It's a real problem. The only way we can get better is to openly discuss topics like this. You should be talking about this stuff to your friends, family, and communities to help both you and those around you thrive. Start a money book club where you and your friends pick a good book about money and meet up to discuss it. Or you can be like my cousins who just started an annual family financial literacy night where they get together and they play games and talk about 401ks. When you take people with you on your financial journey, that's that's how real change happens. And that's why I'm really excited about this partnership with SunTrust, y'all, because financial literacy is an important part of life. And I want to see more y'all out there living your best life. While money can't buy you happiness, being financially confident can bring a lot of happiness to your life, as it has to mine. Being good at managing money created options for me. It created options for me to build out my dream life. And so for anyone who's watching this video and you've been following my travels, my electric car adventures, my smart home journey, then I want you to know that understanding money and how to manage your finances is a big part of how I've been able to pull all this off. So do the free SunTrust 21-day Best Life Challenge with me. If you visit onup.com/bestlifechallenge, there's some awesome activities and daily challenges to help you identify what you need to do to set yourself up to live your best life. Trust me, it's so much easier to live life to the fullest when you're financially confident. And when it comes to enjoying those special moments, it's not about how much money you have, but what you do with it that counts. Studies show that if you focus your spending and savings around what you personally value, then you can feel more fulfilled in life. So start budgeting. Your budget is a plan that allows you to spend your money the way that fits your lifestyle. Whether you use an app, a spreadsheet, or even a pen and paper to track your budget, be sure your spending categories match what matters most to you. So for me, being an entrepreneur and living a sustainable life, my budget revolves around trying to figure out how to best support my business and maintain my commitment to sustainability in the most financially responsible way. So here are some questions to ask yourself on your financial journey. 1, what are the 3 things that matter most to you right now? 2, what are your personal money beliefs? And 3, what is gonna help you reach the next level of financial confidence? Be sure to follow my Instagram, Hey Ashley Renee, where I'll be sharing my updates as I take the 21-day challenge. Also follow SunTrust on Instagram to learn more. You got this. Like, if you don't know you do, or if you don't think you do, it's cool. I got you. Let's do this 21-day Best Life Challenge together. And I'm excited to continue sharing these money talks with you. If you have any questions at all, or you just want to chime in with your own personal story of a dream you're working towards, please drop me a comment or a question below. I hope you found this video inspiring and helpful as you move on to your next phase in living your best life. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know you enjoyed it. And until the next video, y'all, keep on thriving and living an adventurously green life.